Hello, my name is Cassandra Lewis Freeman, and I'm a practicing LPN through an agency. And I've been in nursing over 40 years. But I know in that time, my health has sort of plummeted because I've always worked nights. And I eat, I can eat around the clock, and I know I need help. But how I found out about M.E.E.T Ministries is through my daughter. And she went through a dark time away at college, and we had to bring her home. And I was on my own personal suicide watch because I didn't know where her heart was, or how low she had gotten. And she just walked around like a zombie. And she kept saying she didn't have any hope. And someone recommended M.E.E.T Ministries. She moved to Tennessee to stay with my sister. And she's always said she wanted to be a missionary. And she called me and said, "Mom, I want to go to M.E.E.T Ministries to be a medical missionary." And I said, "Follow God's lead." And when she came here, it was reading Ellen G. White's writings in Ministry of Healing that says, "As long as you have life, you have hope." And that began to change her whole life. And I knew if God could do that for my daughter, I know He could do it for me. So through the years, it's been just a few years, and I know I had a total hip replacement, my right hip replaced last year, and she came home to take care of me, her and her two brothers. And the care that she gave me after graduating from M.E.E.T Ministries, a total vegan diet, I lost at least about 20 pounds while she was at home. And through my exercise and my physical therapy and her brothers and all helping me, I came through. And I knew I was on the right track, but I also knew too that on my own, it was going to be a loss. And back to work, back to my regular habits. And even though I walk every day, I'm a snacker. So around the clock I can eat. I can get up in the middle of the night and get something out of the refrigerator or some crackers that's nearby. But I know that's not good for me. And I know that God has a plan for me. So she recommended M.E.E.T Ministries. And so I looked at the cost and I said, I don't know. But then I considered I'd rather it be taking care of myself now than having to pay millions of dollars later in the hospital or something. So I prepared to come to M.E.E.T Ministries back in May. And I figured this time of the year would be nice, the weather would be wonderful, and you have the trees and everything. I prayed for God's guidance with my process. I prayed that God would give me a good roommate and that I would be able to go through the program. And when I tell you, from the time my roommate walked in the door, I just knew, oh yeah, this is the right place. And we've just had an awesome time together. And aside from our worships here, every worship has been wonderful. The staff, everybody has been just, I can't put it in words, it's just been so wonderful. And the testimonies and our readings, they have really, really they've just been really filling my soul with good nuggets of God's grace. And because my roommate has the gift of discernment, there's some things that we've shared between us that she's opened my eyes to a lot of things, and I just have to thank God because I know I'm here for 18 days, and I chose 18 days because I know, at least I've heard 21 days make a habit. And so far, I've been here a week, and I'm down 10 pounds. I've always been, I've been told for probably over 20 years I'm pre-diabetic. But when I got here and we did our blood sugars every day, I could see where my blood sugars were and where they are now. And I know it's God. I know it's God. Though we have a strict regimen for our vitamins and our teas and things like that, raw diet, all those things leading to a better day for me. I'm thankful. I'm totally thankful. And I know we call it's 7 of us that are here, and we call ourselves the Remarkable 7 because together we're a real team. And I just love it. I just love it. We encourage each other through every part of it. Just like this morning when I got up to walk, I had more energy than I've had in a long time, even coming up the hill. And I just knew that was truly God. I even started singing, and everybody sang with me, and it was just wonderful. And I could really feel. And I know, I don't know after the 18 days here what God has for me, but I know I came here with a hope that God will give me a charge, what He wants me to do. I know it's more than just visiting the sick and taking care of others' needs. I know there's a lot inside of me that God wants. And so I came to be spiritually, physically, and mentally filled. And some days aren't as uppity as all of them, but I know my change is coming, and I'm still waiting. But today when I got up and I walked outside, it was like a new day, and I was so happy, and I'm still happy of what God can do. M.E.E.T Ministries is, I tell you, all I've been thinking about is I got to tell the world. I got to tell everybody I know. I don't mind being a living, walking example of what God can do. And sometimes you have to show people instead of tell them. You know, with the scriptures, with our readings, with all of us are jovial, and you know, and sometimes you just need that one person just walk next to you, or be by your side, or just to help you along the way a little bit. And that's what we've all been for each other. And I'm just so thankful. I know that my daughter, I have friends back home, and everybody encouraging me. I pray that I can encourage them to come here. So I'm thankful to M.E.E.T Ministry for the way I feel today, because totally my soul is lighter, my heart is brighter, and I don't feel heavy like I did when I came. But I know when it's all said and done, I just know God has a plan for me. So I'm thankful.